Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game, and we're only a few weeks out before you fight Anthony Joshua for the IBF heavyweight title on June 25th in London. How's the last part of camp going for you?
It's going great. Body feels good, ton of confidence, getting some great sparring in. My trainer Manny Robles has done some phenomenal things this camp, and I can't wait to show them off June 25th.
Now you're going back to London, somewhere you've been before, 2012 Olympics. What does this fight mean to you in comparison to, going back in 2012, the Olympics?
This fight is everything, man. I'm going back to fight a gold medalist who, won the 2012 games, and going back to fight for an IBF heavyweight title, and it's just big. It's almost like double dipping. I get to put a little closure on the 2012 Olympic experience that I lost, unfortunately, and at the same time be blessed enough to walk away with the IBF heavyweight title. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now, someone like Anthony, he's been getting so much hype, and a lot of the heavyweights in the division have been saying, hey, he may be a hype job. What's your take on that?
I definitely believe it's a hype job. It's not only the reason why I took the fight, but at the same time, I understand he doesn't have the experience that I have. He doesn't fight the caliber fighters that I've fought. I don't think he's been given the test that a heavyweight champion, should be sitting at the top of a ranks. Been given. So he's got a lot to show off, and I hope he brings it June 25th because I plan on showing off my skills as well. And
what do you think it takes to beat him?
It's going to take some patience. It's going to take adjusting, readjusting, and so forth, round after round, moment after moment, punch after punch. It's one of those situations that he's going to do some things, and I'm going to do some things to counter it. I believe he's going to try to counter a lot of my punches and maybe exercise a little bit on his skill as far as speed and things like that. But I think he's going to realize, come third round, maybe even the end of the second, that I'm in for a lot.
And how has being a former football player kind of helped, prepare for this moment?
I think mentally it's one of those things that I got a confidence. I've played in front of 50, 60,000 people, so to have opposing fans booing or throwing things or whatever it may be is not gonna rattle my cage at all. Playing quarterback and being a guy on the gridiron, I'm in full control of 10 other guys on the field at any given time, as well as adjusting and calling plays or whatnot. So to be in control of just myself and and hopefully the tempo and the demeanor going on in the ring is going to be pretty easy.
Now, in April, Charles Martin, someone that you grew up with, in the amateurs, he unsuccessfully defended the belt and obviously lost it to Anthony then. What did you learn or take away from that fight?
There's not much to take away from that fight. Charles only showed up for maybe 1.5, almost 2 rounds, and there wasn't much that was exchanged. I know Anthony Joshua did a lot of the hitting, and Charles Martin did not. It was very upsetting. It's one of those situations you hate to see. A fellow amateur lose the way he did, but it did happen that way.
And lastly, you've talked about Deontay Wilder in the past, and also with Povetkin. Their fight recently got scratched since the whole meldonium thing came up. What are your thoughts on that?
It sucks on Deontay's part because I'm sure he had a great camp and he was trying to perform to his best of his ability. At the same time, I think anytime somebody gets popped with a banned substance or something like that, there should be a pretty good reprimand. And right now, I'm still waiting to hear if there's going to be a suspension or something like that. I strongly believe in a situation where a boxer should be stripped of his license, maybe never fight again. That might stop a lot of guys from even thinking about taking a substance or something like that. But it's one of those situations. It's upsetting because I was looking forward to watching the bout. I thought Deontay Wilder was going to do phenomenal during the fight. So it's almost a win. It's still a loss. It's just one of those things for the boxing community you never want to see.
Absolutely. And lastly, if you do, get this win, what does this title mean to you and also your family?
It means a ton, life-changing, life-altering. I wouldn't say so, but because it's just another mission that I want to accomplish, just one belt that I want to gain. I'm planning on pursuing all the belts, but to my family, it's a lot. There's a lot that goes into a boxing camp. There's a lot that goes into a professional fighter, just in general. I spent a lot of time in the gym, a lot of time on the road, and a lot of time doing strength conditioning. So it'll all pay off to bring that belt home.
And what do you have to say to the fans and supporters who are on your side and, despite being the underdog, what words do you have to say to them?
First off, I got to thank them for all their support and believing in me, for one. For two, I'm not going to let you down, man. I'm going to go over to London June 25th and just win. I believe I've got Anthony Joshua rattled as it is already. All I got to do is just step in the ring and do what I know how to do and do what I do best and come home with the belt.
And where can they follow you on social media?
Social media, you can follow me on think it's Dominic Trouble Breazeale Facebook. My IG is Trouble Boxing, and Twitter is Dominic Breazeale.